The snap is a good one. Here comes pressure from Furman. It's Peterson. He gets a hand on the football, knocks it back into the end zone. Furman falls on it. It's Carl Smith. Touchdown, Furman.
The tradition continues. Furman football, 87, the Jimmy Satterfield Show. Brought to you by your upstate Nissan dealer. And by Pepsi, the taste born in the Carolinas.
Looking for a great deal on the economy car ranked #1 in quality? Your Nissan dealer's got it. With big year-end savings on all Nissan Sentras. We've got the best selection ever of quality-built Sentras with prices starting at $66.39. And right now, we'll sweeten the deal with factory incentives that could save you up to $500 more. Big selection, year-end savings, and factory incentives. This could be your best chance ever to get a great deal on a great car. Get big year-end savings at your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer.
Now here's Coach Satterfield with your host, Bob Juback.
Well, good morning, and like we spoke to you last Sunday morning, another very happy Sunday morning for Furman fans because we're going to talk about a victory again, a Southern Conference win for the Paladins yesterday against East Tennessee State. And, Coach, we've had a hard stretch here. Western, Chattanooga was in there, Marshall, and now East Tennessee State. That's tough each week, isn't it?
Well, it doesn't get any easier. We got Appalachian coming up, but it was a great win for our team. We were behind. I think we played probably our best of the season, the last half, defense and offense. Defense played great. Bobby Johnson, Steve Wilson, Chuck Allen, and they just did a super job. And our defense, I think, is coming around like it played last year.
And your rushing offense is really starting to come around well now, too.
We took the ball right out of them in the second half. We gained about 250 yards rushing, so we're doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we can continue.
All right, yesterday it was Furman going up against the ball club out of Johnson City, Tennessee. And we'll take a look at those highlights right after you take a look at the players of the week from the Marshall game.
If you're looking for quality in a new car, take a look at these. They're why Nissan is rated #1. A recent independent survey named Nissan #1 in quality and reliability among all Japanese and domestic manufacturers. And now your Nissan dealer has special factory incentives that could save you hundreds. So if you want a car that's truly reliable, if you want a car with real quality priced right, see your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer today.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the signs, makes a few adjustments. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back, way back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
The ball game's over.
Imagine a traditional new home crafted with classic elegance and exclusive amenities, surrounded by comfort and convenience. Imagine Middle Creek, a premier new community just 10 minutes away from Greenville and 5 minutes away from the highly acclaimed schools of Easley. 8 lakes, fitness center, a jogging path, tennis, swimming, and at the adjacent Smithfield Country Club, the finest in golf. Reflections of your success. Middle Creek, off Sheffield Road, 2 miles from the 123 bypass Easley.
All right, Furman going up against East Tennessee State yesterday at Paladin Stadium. Coach Satterfield, what was it? Was there one thing that you're worried about East Tennessee State coming into this ballgame?
Well, they're one of the best teams in the league rushing the football, and we did a great job stopping their rush. They had less than 170 yards rushing. Defense played great, and that was something we had to do.
All right, got the highlights for you right now from sunshiny Paladin Stadium in Greenville yesterday. And it was Coach Whitey Kendall Day. And say a few things about him.
Coach Kendall, of course, is in his 50th year of coaching. He does a great job with us. The players really love him and think a lot of him. And he's just a super person.
And he was tossing the coin there.
Had a little trouble catching it, it looked like.
But he won the toss for you.
That's right. Won the toss, and that's what we needed.
And you kicked off.
We kicked off, and the defense did a good job. We got a little bit behind, but I think our players hung tough and paid off later.
Good coverage on the kickoff. Number 36, Al Maxwell in there.
Al's been doing a good job on our kick coverage, Mike Kiernan.
So East Tennessee State has the football first, and Blankenship's all over the ball carrier.
Linebackers played great. Jeff Blankenship, Darryl Gardner, super play. There's Mike Wilson in there.
So it's 3rd down and 3 now. The quarterback threw it a little bit behind the receivers, but Wilson was right there in case he caught it.
Mike's improved each game, had a good game, I think.
So it's punt time, and Mark Rutter's back.
First play for Mark, breaks a couple of tackles. Glad to see Mark back.
Tore a couple jerseys yesterday, didn't you?
Looked like a few of them got ripped a little bit.
All right, so it's 3rd down, 8 yards to go now for Furman. Steve Gandy's going to be on the receive again.
I think Steve had about 3 catches, had a good day. Chris, Keith Moore hit him on a nice game.
It's the Keith and Chris show, I guess, yesterday, and there was an interception that halted that drive, and here's East Tennessee State's big play of the game.
They made a big play, and this is the only touchdown they got, and it was a good play by them.
Did you expect them to put it up like that?
They threw it more than we thought they would, but our defense played good, and they had to throw to move the ball.
It's your football again. This is Keith Moore to Larry Grady.
Larry makes a nice catch. Larry broke his ankle later in the game and is out for the season, I think.
That's really a tough break. 2nd down, 9. Steve Gandy catches this one.
Another good pass by Keith, and I believe he get another 1st down.
And then he had another interception, though. So 2 interceptions early, but he didn't throw another one for the rest of the day, and pretty good defense here.
Playing the draw good early in the year. We were hurt with that play, but the defense played it good yesterday.
They got a field goal, so it's 10-0, and this got to East Tennessee State. Did not miss the field goals yesterday. Here's Keith Moore being an acrobat.
Good play. I think we get a 1st down off that on option play by Keith. Good block by Ed Patterson.
Now it was a 3rd down play here, and Bagwell gets 7 yards. He only needed 5.
John had about 80 yards. All of them were tough, hard-nosed yards. They hit him pretty good yesterday.
Now he's going to go ahead and catch the ball.
He had 2 or 3 receptions. John had a good day. He's leading the conference in rushing and doing a good job.
I think every time I've seen Bagwell carry the ball this year, he gets hit hard on the play.
He gets hit pretty hard.
Here's the same combination.
Another good pass, a good catch. John's a good athlete, good hands, good receiver, and obviously a good rusher.
Looked like you were able to move the ball a little bit in the 1st quarter, but not able to really keep a good sustained drive going.
Yeah, we had good drives. We just couldn't come up with scores the 1st half, and we felt we'd move it later, and we did.
We had a conference there, so it's 10-0 at the end of the 1st quarter, 2nd quarter, and pretty good defense by Gardner.
Darryl makes a good tackle, individual tackle, good play.
But they got a field goal again, so it's 13-0. You're in a hole. Coach Johnson talking a little bit to the defense there, and now you're back on offense, and we have an interference call coming up.
Larry Grady's interfered with here. It's pretty obvious. I don't know why it took him so long to call it.
There it comes.
They finally get the flag out there, and I think we get a 1st down on this.
And you get the white hat on, and also a white shirt.
We'll try both double duty this time, I think.
You going to go with white pants next week?
I doubt it.
Here goes Speaks up the middle.
Speaks makes a good run, a good block there by Fee Cowie. Another option to John.
And again, he gets hit pretty good.
A good 10-yard gain.
2nd down and 9 coming up now. It's going to be Speaks to Gandy. This is Chris's only throw of the game.
Good, another good catch by Steve. He's done good, improved every week, and good receiver for us.
And here goes Lamar Bell up the middle.
Lamar made some nice runs on 3rd down and got some 1st downs for us.
He had a punt, though. East Tennessee State gets it back, and Al Peterson, number 75, was all over the field.
Al played great, obviously, with that block punt coming up in a minute. It was the biggest play, I'm sure, of the game.
This is a 3rd down play. They're going to complete it, but a good rush there by Peterson and good coverage here.
Good tackle there by Blankenship. Good coverage by Teddy Smith.
So now they're going to punt the ball back, and Mark Rutter's going to return this one. Not a real long return, but he'll take 7 yards on a return.
Oh, yeah, it's a good return for Mark. We'll break some of those to keep catching them and getting some blocks.
Keith Moore here to James Brown. And after this play, you're going to see number 83 come into the picture, and this is where Grady got hurt.
Probably broke his ankle right there on that play. He's had a stress fracture most of the year, and it's a tough break to lose Larry.
Bill Duncan, number 89, made a couple good catches.
Good 1st down.
You got to punt it back to them, though, and some more good defense. Adrian makes a good play, number 79.
Adrian Dupre, Jeff Blankenship, Darryl, Philip Ferguson, Al Peterson, all of them rushing the passer real good.
This is a great play by Julius Dixon for the obvious reason. A nice acrobatic, good athletic move. Got a replay here, but this sets up the next play coming up, which is the block punt. Watch this hit.
Julius has played good all year, has improved every week, and that was just an excellent play by him.
So now it's 4th down. They're going to have to punt from deep in their own territory. And here comes Al Peterson.
This super play, Bobby Johnson works with this group rushing the punter. and he did a good job designing this. We blocked the punt and obviously get us back in the game.
So Kelly Smith got the touchdown. We're going to see it from a different angle, and you're going to see number 75 on the right side of your screen. He's going to come through untouched.
They had a breakdown in their protection. Kelly does a good job getting a 7 instead of 2.
That's very important.
Very important.
So it's 13-7 now in favor of the Paladins, and East Tennessee State, I guess, wanted to get desperate here and go for the bomb, and when you come up with the interception, it looks like you're almost going to be able to run this one back.
The kick block plus this interception and nice return just gives us a lot of momentum going into half. I think made our players, coaches, everybody feel good about our chances.
Nice lateral there, and here comes Darryl Gardner, and I guess Gardner is really showing his speed here.
Might have to move him over the tailback a little bit.
Kind of like he did with Sterling, huh?
Right.
So it's 13-7 at the half in favor of East Tennessee State, but as Coach said, the momentum shift very, very impressive. On the stat sheet, pretty even. East Tennessee State a little bit on the edge on the total offense, but you have the edge on the first half.
Well, the rushing changed a lot in the second half. We had 31 yards rushing the first half. Obviously, we've got to do better than that. We come out the second half, get about 200 yards rushing.
So when you went into the halftime locker room, what were you saying? How are you going to change the rushing?
Well, we just felt like we need to go some basic plays instead of using some of the options that sort of finesse plays. We need to use some plays that just basic hard-nosed plays, and we did that second half. It paid off.
And just go ahead and pound it right at them, huh?
That's what we did.
All right, very good. 13-7 East Tennessee State at the half, and we'll take a look at the exciting second half highlights coming up in just a moment.
Looking for the best truck deal in town? Your Nissan dealer's got it. With sensational year-end savings up to $900 on the biggest selection of hard-body trucks and rugged four-wheel drive Pathfinders. We've got to make room for the 88 models, so we're dealing on every truck and Pathfinder in stock. And now special factory incentives could save you up to $900 more. That means this could be your best chance ever to get the deal of a lifetime on a new Nissan truck. Get big year-end savings at your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer.
Hi. I just moved in next door. Could I borrow a Diet Pepsi?
Sure.
Be right with you.
When you go all out for taste, the taste to go out for is Diet Pepsi.
You okay in there?
Here's your Diet Pepsi.
Thanks. I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
No trouble at all. Diet Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Imagine a traditional new home crafted with classic elegance and exclusive amenities, surrounded by comfort and convenience. Imagine Middle Creek, a premier new community just 10 minutes away from Greenville and 5 minutes away from the highly acclaimed schools of Eastlake. 8 Lakes, fitness center, a jogging path, tennis, swimming, and at the adjacent Smithfield Country Club, the finest in golf. Reflections of your success. Middle Creek, off Sheffield Road, 2 miles from the 123 bypass easily.
Welcome back. We're live with Coach Jimmy Satterfield on this Sunday morning. 13-7, the halftime score yesterday at Paladin Stadium, and you wanted to pound away a little bit more at East Tennessee State in the second half.
Well, I think we did a good job rushing the ball the second half and maybe wore them down somewhat, and we're able to get some first downs and eventually touchdowns.
This is the first play from scrimmage, and John Bagwell goes 18 yards.
Good block by Kenneth Goldsmith and Ed Patterson, Alex Albert. We're running the ball right up the middle. Some excellent blocks by our offensive line, Bobby Kelly. And we get some first downs before we have to punt.
And this is a great job of coverage by number 23, Wade Sexton.
Wade is from Tennessee, and I'm sure he wanted to play good against East Tennessee. He's been playing good on our special teams all year.
ETSU couldn't move the football very well, so they had to punt it back to you. Got a lucky bounce here.
Well, you need some of those. Jimmy Neal was talking to the offensive line there, trying to set up some blocks. And you need a few good breaks. That's one of them.
Well, Chattanooga got a lot of breaks a couple weeks ago, so I think you reduced some.
Great catch by George Quarles, playing for injured Larry Grady, and George made a nice catch here, another first down.
Very good. So now Lamar Bell's going to get his number called. That's number 30 right up the middle.
Good block by Kenneth. Alex Albert will get a first down.
And a little conference there with your defense. So now it's 3rd and 3 coming up for Furman, and John Bagwell gets his number called.
It's a good option here by Keith. John gets it 4 yards on a 3rd and 3.
So now it's 2nd down and 5 yards coming up a couple plays later for Furman. Dwight Sterling, who plays on both sides of the ball, he's going to make a nice run.
Dwight ran the ball good. Dwight's going to be a good runner for us, and down the stretch he's going to come in handed. I think that's Coach Marshall's daughter right there.
That slipped a little bit. Now it's going to be Keith Moore going to Bill Duncan. Again, Duncan makes some nice catches.
Bill made some good catches, a good blocker for us, and had a good game.
No one could bring him down on that play either. So now it's third down and 1 yard to go. This doesn't look that impressive, but this is a 2-yard gain. That keeps it going.
It's important when it's third down to get two. You need one is a big play.
And the very next play, Kenneth Goldsmith just runs over number 24 for East Tennessee State, and it's all tied up at 13-13.
Kenneth's been a great player for us all year, excellent blocker, and he made a good run here to get a touchdown. He'll see it again.
Number 60, Alex Albert, made a pretty good block, and number 24 got his bell rung, I think.
Good run. Bobby Kelly made a good block on the nose guard. Alex, B. Cow, and Elton Bailey. Our whole offensive line played good.
So it's 13-13. Mike Wood comes in. He's going to give you the lead for the first time.
Good to get the lead in the third quarter. We come back and get another touchdown, and I think it has a lot to put them away.
Here goes the kickoff, and number 54, Mike Kiernan, and a whole bunch of Paladins all over the receiver.
Mike Kiernan, Kevin Kendrick in on the tackle, and Jerry Booker. Good coverage.
So it's third down and 7 now. East Tennessee State's in your territory. Mike Wilson comes up with a pretty good defensive play.
Mike played good. We have a good rush, and almost has an interception.
So they had to punt it to you, and now it's going to be Furman football, and Coach Ayers looks a lot like Mike Ditka.
I didn't know if that was the Bears coach over there or not. John Bagwell there on another nice run.
All right, so we got a sword fight going on in the end zone. Now it's going to be Moore going to Bagwell.
John makes a good catch and just knocked out of bounds.
So after 3 quarters, it's Furman 14 and East Tennessee State 13. Those two don't seem to be getting along too well. First play of the fourth quarter, and this is going to be Moore to Tim Fox.
This is an automatic. We call, and the defense they were in, Tim makes a nice catch.
Had a turnover then. East Tennessee State got the football back. They're on their own 48-yard line, and then they're going to turn it right back over to you.
Good play by Kelly Smith. An excellent job getting the fumble and gets us another score.
Just looked like the running back dropped it, didn't it?
He just missed the pitch, and Ed Patterson told us how one of their players was playing on defense, and we call option the next play and score. And it's just a good job by Ed communicating with the coaches, Jimmy Neal, the offensive line coach, and we call an option and get a good score. That's
the very first play, and this is going to be Keith Moore, and this looks almost ridiculously easy.
Well, we had set the play up by running the fullback inside, and number 89, it was a substitute player came in, and he was playing a little bit different from one of the other players. We called the play and work.
You're going to see number 89 on the replay from up on top. He's, of course, with the white jersey. And he just gets taken right out of the play, right there at the line of scrimmage by 66, and then Keith Moore had just an easy road to go through.
Steve Cowan made a nice block. Alex Albert knocked down the free safety, and we execute the play and have a good score.
So it's 21-13. You're up by 8 points. So the best East Tennessee State can do on a score is tie. Coach Kendall on the sidelines there. I think the defense really smelled a win now, didn't it?
Defense playing great all day. Another good hit by Darryl Gardner and Brian Pitt. And the defense playing excellent. The offense takes the ball and rushes it. Another good play by Philip Ferguson, Al Peterson, Jeff Blankenship, and just very good defense.
Very next play after that, Darryl Gardner going to play Fred Bolitnikoff. It's a great catch.
Good interception, breaking in front of the receiver. A nice run back to get the ball back for another good drive.
I'll tell you what, Darryl Gardner can run the football.
Darryl does a good job, likes to get his hands on it.
That's his first interception of the year. So now it's third down and 4 coming up for Furman. There's Mike Ditka again. Now, in this drive, he just ran the football the whole time.
Very good rushes. This is a good first down by John Bagwell. Good block by Alex Albert.
So he got the first down, and then Bagwell's going to go ahead and take it again. Leading rusher in the Southern Conference.
Good option here because John got shook up a little bit, but I think he's all right.
Okay, now Dwight Sterling's going to take the next one.
Excellent run by Dwight. Good block by Kennett. Bill Duncan stays in bounds and gets a nice game.
He only had one pass in the whole drive. That was a very short completion. This is going to be Kenneth Goldsmith right up the gut for 11.
Good block by Bobby Kelly and a good run by Kennett.
And here goes Dr. Johns. I think Dr. Johns smelled victory, too.
I think he did.
So then Mike Wood is called in. He's going to go ahead and convert the field goal, and you're up by 11.
That's a good feeling to be up by 11 points with in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes, and good feeling to have.
Especially when you were down 13-0 at one stage.
That's true.
So now East Tennessee State's desperate, and Al Peterson batted that one down to the line of scrimmage.
A good block pass, and defense is playing good. They have a little bit of a drive here, but we stop them when it counts.
Kelly Smith again, number 47. He's all over the field.
Kelly played good. Jeff Blankenship on the play. And we're letting they completing some underneath passes. We just want to keep them from completing the long one.
Coach Johnson still coaching there on the sidelines. This is going to be the last play of the ball game, and quarterback for ETSU tries to take it up the middle, gets a little bit of yardage, but not too much.
Sammy Walker makes a hit, and White Sterling trying to help the quarterback up there.
What do you think about that?
He's a super young fellow.
All right, so that's 2 in a row now for Furman. On the first down side, you had the advantage, the rushing the key, I think, for you, right?
Well, we had 30 yards at the half. We got 2:27 at the end of the game, and that's just an excellent job, I think, by the offensive line. And we have 137 yards passing. That's a lot closer to what we'd like to get each week.
Also, on the time of possession, you had a big advantage this week.
True. Something we worked very hard on to keep the ball away from a team like East Tennessee. They're one of the best offensive teams in the league. And we rushed the ball much better, which helps your defense.
All right, very good. So that's 2 in a row now for the Furman Ball Club. And the game really turned around for the Paladins late in the first half.
If ever a team needed a break, it was Furman. East Tennessee State was ready to take a 13-point lead into the half, and then the Paladins blocked that punt.
Well, we knew we needed a big play to get the momentum going, and we had a block call and everything. I just came free and blocked the punt. It's one of those things, you're just going hard every play, and you're hoping to make something happen, and I just went hard on the guy. I mean, was going hard and went through there and just blocked the punt. It was nothing to it, really.
Right before halftime, you're not expecting the momentum change like that, and it just came out. The guy in front of me, I thought was going to block down on Al and give me a straight shot to the ball, and he didn't do it. He turned out on me. It gave Al a straight shot, and I got a lucky bounce that rolled right up under me, and I got my first touchdown of my life.
But while the block punt changed the momentum, Keith Moore's long touchdown run iced it.
I was just wanting to get to the end zone. I just knew somebody was going to catch me from behind. Had some great downfield blocking. Offensive tackle reversed their tackle great, and nobody touched me. You know, they did all the work. I just ran down. The offensive line did a super job of holding them out. Fee and Elton and Bobby Kelly. Ed Patterson got his first start today because of Mark Brown's injury, and he did a great job. Alex Albert played great. You know, they just kept us off of him.
Looking for the best deal on a new luxury car? Your Nissan dealer's got it. With sensational year-end savings on all Stanzas and Maximas, we've got the best selection ever of quality-built Nissan cars, and we've got to move them fast. Come in now, and we'll sweeten the deal with factory incentives that could save you up to $700 on Stanzas or up to $900 on Maximas. Big selection, year-end savings, and factory incentives. Get the deal of a lifetime. Get big year-end savings at your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer.
I'll have a burger with everything and a large fries.
Want me to drink?
Yeah, of course. I meant a Pepsi.
If you want great refreshment, just say what you mean.
I meant that 2 Pepsis.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
Looking for a great deal on the hottest sports car around? Your Nissan dealer's got it. With big year-end savings on the sensational Pulsar NX with a powerful 16-valve engine. And right now we've got the biggest Pulsar selection ever. So we've got to make you a great deal. Come in now and we'll sweeten the deal with factory incentives that could save you up to $500 more. Big selection, year-end savings, and factory incentives. This could be your last chance to get a great deal on the hot new Pulsar. Get big year-end savings at your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer.
Imagine a traditional new home crafted with classic elegance and exclusive amenities, surrounded by comfort and convenience. Imagine Middle Creek, a premier new community just 10 minutes away from Greenville and 5 minutes away from the highly acclaimed schools of Easley. 8 Lakes, fitness center, a jogging path, tennis, swimming, and at the adjacent Smithfield Country Club, the finest in golf. Reflections of your success. Middle Creek, off Sheffield Road, 2 miles from the 123 bypass Easley.
Well, if you've been to the Paladin Stadium this year or watched the Paladins play, you may notice the diamond there with the 50 in the middle. And that's for Coach Whitey Kendall. He's a guy that's meant a whole lot to this football team, hasn't he?
True. He's been in coaching for 50 years. Of course, we gave him the game ball after the game. Said anybody been in coaching that long deserve a game ball.
I wonder how many he's had over the years.
Probably got a room full of them.
I think he does, too. Whitey Kendall Day yesterday at Paladin Stadium. Obviously a coach that's very dear to the Furman family.
Right at home in that position.
Whitey Kendall's in his 50th year of coaching. And for the past 10 seasons, he's handled the kicking game at Furman.
I couldn't ask for any better treatment if I'd been a graduate of the school. They've just gone all out to make it interesting. Of course, I love to work with the boys, so it's been a good deal to me and also to people that I've been affiliated with.
He's the father image for all of us. He's a great guy, and he does a lot of things other than just help Furman. He helps Meals on Wheels and does a lot of things in the community and active in the touchdown clubs, and he's just an active person in the community.
And needless to say, he's had an active coaching career. He spent many years at Greenville's Parker High, winning over 250 games. In 1978, he came to Furman.
I came up here one day just to talk to Coach Sheridan, just to see him, and he's mentioned about kicking and so forth, and so that's it.
And that was a decade ago. A decade of service that's rewarded with Saturday's game in his honor.
After 50 years, a school of which you've never been attached to before, come up here and in 10 years they're ready to give you a big send-off. It means a great deal. It really does.
Now, Coach Kendall really isn't being sent off. He's just going to curtail his coaching activity after this season.
Actually, I can't imagine what it would be like without him out there. He's just fun to be with. He's got a great sense of humor, and he's fun to be with.
We respect him a lot. Think the world of him, and it's really nice to have a case that you respect. That this also kind of a friendship, because he's always joking around with us, and he's always just cracking us up with things he says.
We have a picture over in the stadium up in the president's box of he and Mike Wood that shows compassion, and I think he's a compassionate person. I think that's what you need in a coach. And like I said, he's just truly one of the great individuals that I've ever met. He's just absolutely one of the superhuman beings that God ever made.
In a recent survey of automobile quality, these two cars got the same excellent rating. The manufacturer of this car was rated #1 in quality among Europeans. The manufacturer of this car was rated #1 in quality among the Japanese. This car costs over $64,000. The Sentra costs about $6,400. Nissan puts quality in your price range. See your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer today.
Well, Furman has played Western Carolina, followed that up with Chattanooga, then followed that up with Marshall, then followed that up with East Tennessee State, and now they have to play Appalachian State.
Well, Appalachian probably got the best players in the conference. They won the conference last year, didn't lose a conference game. We tied them, but we're going to have to play our best game to beat them.
It looks like they really haven't opened things up this year yet, have they?
Well, they played South Carolina very good. They played Wake Forest good. Wake Forest beat them by a touchdown. Wake Forest is undefeated. They haven't probably played their best games, but they played good enough to win.
What do you have to do to beat them?
Well, we've got to do the same things we do every week. We've got to rush the football, contain their offense. They have a good, big offensive lineman, and we can't let them just blow us off the ball and rush the first down.
You know, one of the Gamecock offensive linemen told me last week that Appalachian gave more trouble defensively than Nebraska did.
They've got a good defense, got good defensive players. A player from Lawrence, Downs, is one of the best players in the league, so we'll have to be at our best.
So it's going to be a good ball game coming up next Saturday afternoon at Paladin Stadium. Furman wins yesterday 24-13 over East Tennessee State. Good win for Furman. We'll be looking for another one next week. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great weekend.
The tradition continues.
Defense. They don't do anything fancy on offense. They got big offensive linemen, but we played good defense. We just didn't do a good enough job on offense.
It was Furman against Appalachian State yesterday at Paladin Stadium in Greenville, and we'll take a look at the highlights of yesterday's exciting ball game at Paladin Stadium after you take a look at the players of the week from last week's game against East Tennessee State.
If you're looking for quality in a new car, take a look at these. They're why Nissan is rated #1. A recent independent survey named Nissan #1 in quality and reliability among all Japanese and domestic manufacturers. And now your Nissan dealer has special factory incentives that could save you hundreds. So if you want a car that's truly reliable, if you want a car with real quality priced right, see your upstate South Carolina Nissan dealer today.
Well, fans, it all comes down to this moment. This is where it all gets decided. Johnson steps in, checks the signs, makes a few adjustments. This is a classic confrontation. He's digging in. Here's the delivery. And there it goes. He's going back, way back. It is going. It is gone.
Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
The ball game's over.
Imagine a traditional new home crafted with classic elegance and exclusive amenities, surrounded by comfort and convenience. Imagine Middle Creek, a premier new community just 15 minutes away from Greenville and 5 minutes away from the highly acclaimed schools of Eastleigh. 8 lakes, a jogging path, tennis, swimming, and a clubhouse with fitness center. Reflections of your success. Middle Creek, off Sheffield Road, 2 miles from the 123 bypass, Eastleigh.